You can see lots of shapes, lots of leaves, lots of details. Simplified it. How to simplify it at the beginning? Okay, I'm going to divide this into 3 portions, and also I want you to make changes. And because you see it's simple, you see that I just draw it like this, like fun. This dark area, where it's supposed to be, it maybe should move it a little bit higher, should move it a little bit lower. Either we're gonna move it lower, so we're gonna have more room for the sky. Yeah, let's move it a little bit higher, so we have more room at the front. I like that better. Okay, let's see. So this is why when you start it, make it a little bit more abstract, make it simple. And this tree over here, the little tree, I'm gonna move it starting over here. I want to have a little bit more room at the bottom. I want to change the angle, more like maybe on this side, like this. The nature doesn't really plan exactly for your watercolor painting or for the way that you like. You're gonna need to make some modifications, okay? So use your own judgment. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Okay, cool. So we finished the plan. I think I'm gonna go with this brush first. So I'm gonna get the blue color. I make the sky a little bit blue. How about that? A little bit blue. I'm gonna take this. Whether or not that's the right color, I think I'm gonna get a little bit of this gray color first. Start with that. Like this. Do it faster. When you have a big brush, you have to do faster, right? Like this. See that I'm getting into this area for the wood. So that color is going to be soft and merge into that. Now I'm going to change my brush. We're going to do some darker color on both sides, the lighter color in the middle. Maybe we're going to start from the middle first, right? So get a little bit of this, maybe a little bit blue, but it's just not bright blue. So I'm going to have a little bit complementary color, which is the orange, yellow colors, and get a little bit, but need to be a bit darker. And get that color, get a little red, so make a little bit gray, but like a cool gray colors. Okay, now let's do it. Like this. That a little bit light, right? Now I'm gonna go a little bit darker. The darker color was the dark purple color, but the purple color can be a little cooler, could be a little warmer. Okay, let's do it. Cool. Okay. Now get a little bit darker here. Like that. Okay, the first color, and I'm gonna go to the other side. On this side. A little bit coming down here. So you get a feeling of dark, turn into light, and then dark. Have some rhythm. Okay, this is good. Now what I want to do, I'm gonna add a little warm color, have a little brown color somewhere. So I'm gonna get a little red, like this. Maybe a little warmer, like this, right here. Add the color when this is wet, so the color as we merge together. And over here too, get a little bit red color, would merge into that colors, like that. I want this a little bit softer, so probably better if we just going to sprinkle a little water to it. Make it a little bit softer. And maybe a little softer on the edge, and just give a little water to it, so this area will be a little bit softer, like that. Maybe include that too. Good, a little softer. Now what we're gonna do, now I'm gonna start having some dark color come up, maybe a little bit too blue, so I'm gonna get a little bit gray for the tree. I'm gonna get this color. Okay, that's good. Let's go. Maybe start from a little bit darker first. Oh, start over here. Coming through. Oh, get a little bit darker. Coming down. Okay, keep it going. And this one. Okay, coming to this side. Here we go. So, knowing the time is running out, we need to capture the time to be able to do the scratching. So we can add other things later, but something that you cannot wait, you have to do it before the time running out. We still probably have a minute of time to do that. This, and then we can add. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this one. Let's see, some white area. Okay. If you miss the timing, you can't scratch anything. Okay, go a little bit faster. Now you still can scratch some white line. Like that. It's good. So that's just good. Now we got those lines. Now we can come back to do other things. Like this go. We're gonna do a little bit smaller tree over here. Right, like this. Okay, now we're coming back here. We can draw other. I think this line is still a little bit too warm, too light. So we're gonna do something like that. With a dry brush, like this. You can see a little very light line. It's difficult to paint with the brush. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna wet this first, and then I'm going to take this a little bit warmer. Take this, brush it on here. Okay, here we go. Right, it's cool, huh? So I put the skewer down first. I think I already have enough over here. So I'm gonna add a little darker color in the tree over here because somewhere it needs to be deeper. So what I want to do on this side, probably already good, perfect. So I'm gonna remix a little darker color, right? Here we go. So probably for this tree, I'm gonna make it a little darker for the shadow side. That's good. And this have a little bit coming back, like that. Okay, that's good. Now go on this side. Probably add a little bit red color. Just tap on it. So I can make it feel like a little bit closer to us. It's too much wet into wet. It looks far away. It's pretty dark. Some darker shape. A little bit over here too, like this. The other thing I want to do is see a little bit small shape for this orange red color. I'm going to take this little red. I'm going to do with this just for that area. So you can see it looks like some small leaves. Maybe do a little bit on this side too. Like that. And maybe do this. Have fun with it. I'm going to start working into the bottom. So I want to have this area a little bit blue color. It's just like the snow, the shadow of the snow. I'm gonna have it, oh, I have a little ski track, something like that on the front. So just that. Gonna have a little movement going to that direction. Maybe a little bit warmer in the middle here. Like that. Okay. And that's good. And I'm gonna have a little bit blue, still a little blue, enforce a little bit those track. That. Okay, now we're gonna be ready to going back here, do a little bit detail, and then when this dry, and then we'll come back to do this tree. So I'm gonna come back over here, do a little bit, some small branches, small tree coming up like this, like this. Now on this side, I'm gonna have a little dry brush, having this color, to seeing those details right here. Give a little bit like this, and also paint it around the snow on top of this tree, this dead tree. And if you want to have that feeling of the snow, you can paint the darker color around this. Right, like this, like that. And then on the top over there, at the bottom, I'm going to have a little bit kind of shadow feeling, like that. And at the top, what I want to do, I'm going to get rid of a little color, to just lifting off technique. You can lift it up just with this round brush. Okay, a little bit over here too. You can take the color out even after you dry. Okay, it's easy. And over here too, do a little bit cleanup. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna get a little bit of small dry trees over here too. Okay. And also have a little bit kind of brown colors, maybe splash it a little bit. Those, see that? Right there. Maybe a little bit over here, a few. Like that, that's good enough. I think this already dried, so I'm gonna come back to do this small tree at the front. Okay, ready? I'm gonna get it from the top, coming down, smaller over here first. Look and do it. And it's right at the front, so it painted over everything. And paint it slower, so you can make the tree less smooth, like that. Okay, I'm gonna make it a little bit darker. It's not dark enough. And okay, like this. Paint it over again. This. Now I'm going to come back to use this skewer to the rest of the rendering. So first I'm going to take the blue, take the red. I cannot believe I can use my left hand. Okay, now I'm going to put the color on top of the skewer tip. I'm gonna say like this. Whoa, looks pretty good. And then put a couple on this side. Oh, I'm happy with this. Okay, now I'm going to use a little brown color. So I'm going to take this color. This more like a brown. Get a little yellow, right? So I'm going to do that for the small lines at the front. Okay, ready? Like that. Maybe a little footprint at the front.